Look, Editing Jack, I know that I've been a bit mean to you recently, but what if I was to say I can pay you today to do your job? Yes, that's right. We are sponsored by Super Club Soccer again. How did you know? Yeah, no, the budget is going on you and not Andy Carroll this time, because today, triple header. That's right, yeah, triple, I know. Well, this is why I've got to pay you, right? Like, you're all about the money. No, I'm not all about the money. No, I don't know where you'd get that idea from. Right, I do need to talk about Super Club Soccer. What do you mean you want to do it? Today's sponsor of the video is Super Club Soccer. Check it out. Free-to-play game available on Steam. Play turn-based football against people all over the world. Train your player to be the best they can be and enter tournaments on the regular. There is a link at the top of the description. Check it out. Super Club Soccer, available for free on Steam. Back to you, Jack. Where did I put the phone? I don't know what to say after that. He's done my job for me. Thank you, Jack. Right, I'll leave you to edit, bud. Yeah, good luck. We'll mention it again at the end of the video. Okay, bye. Triple header. It's big. I've got Editing Jack signed up. Let's get into this. What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 20 of Park 2 Primera. We are back here for the end of season number 3. It's going to be dramatic. It's probably going to be disappointing. I'm setting the expectations very low today, not because of, anything I've done, but because of what our team's done. Because, I'm going to be honest, they've been absolutely useless since we were last here. Last episode, we left things beating the team who were top of the league. I was happy as Larry. I don't know who Larry is, but I was as happy as him. And then it's all gone horribly, horribly wrong. Now, I'm going to put things in reverse here just because my face is in the bottom corner and I don't want to block things. We have played, since you were last here, 7 matches. We've won 2. Yeah. And you know what? I'm quite upset. I don't want to talk about them too much, so let's go through these games quickly. Against Osasuna, we lost 2-1. That was disappointing. Not as disappointing as the result against Fuenlabrada, who have since gone on to get promoted. Yeah, they were a team right at the top of the table, much like Mallorca. After the result against Mallorca, I thought we'd go into this game, we'd give them a good game, we'd do okay. And when Rojas scored in the 88th minute to make it 2-2, I thought we were going to steal a point. We didn't. Kante, he scored against us. Remember when he scored against us before? It's not N'Golo, but he got a Golo. Well, he bloody did it again. Of course he did. 91st minute. And this is how we concede goals, apparently. Yeah. So after that result, we actually got a quite good win. 5-1 against Lugo. Considering how poor our form's been, our goal difference is actually really, really good. And it was nice to see Martinez get a brace in this game. The 17-year-old product of our youth academy came through the intake last year. He was a little dynamo in this game. Unfortunately, didn't last. And well, that is because in the next 3 games, we didn't register a win. And, we conceded far too many. Against Huesca, we lost 2-1. Chimiti actually gave us a little bit of hope in this game with an equaliser. They scored before half-time. Nothing happened after that. Girona, 1-1 draw. I mean, at least we didn't lose this one, I suppose. And then against Cadiz, oh my word, against Cadiz. I don't like to get emotional in videos, but this is one of those ones where I'm going to be a bit emotional to begin with. We were 2-0 up in the 84th minute. I even put on time wasting. I even tried to kill the game. And as you can see here, we conceded 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. The one that made it 3-2 hurt. I mean, Machedo, you're going to see it in this goal. Machedo is in the Media Dream 11 as the goalkeeper. I don't know if the media watch the same stuff I do. That was absolutely awful. Yeah, 4-2 defeat, not good. And well, the only silver lining to all of this is we won our most recent game, 1-0, and it was Mexica with it in the 82nd minute. Yeah, Mexica's not played much recently because of all his injuries, but it was great to see him come back and score in this one. Let's look for some positives. We won a game here. It took until the last 10 minutes, but Mexica was there, got his noggin on it. And, that win, when you look at the rest of the form, it might seem a bit insignificant. It gives us hope, because today, for the first time in a while, we start outside the playoff spots. You can see Fuenlabrada and Mallorca, who we beat, both promoted. They're done with 3 games left of the season. As for ourselves, well, We're 2 points off the playoffs, but with way better goal difference than pretty much every other team in the playoffs. And head-to-head result could also be a factor. Albacete, we play in our first game today. Today is a triple header. Now, Editing Jack's going to have his work cut out. We're going to have to trim all the fat off the games. It's going to be rapid fire. Yeah, we have Albacete. Then we have, I think it's Oviedo. In fact, I know it's Oviedo. And then we have Atletico B. So, on the face of it, all three of these games could be winnable. I'm not going to say they should be winnable, but there's a possibility. If we do that, we should probably make it into the plus. If we don't do that, today's going to be the last episode of the season. And tomorrow will be a summer transfer thing, and we'll do all the awards and stuff for then. So yes, 3 matches, lots of pressure. You can see here the 3 games being played over a 2-week period. Shall we try and make the playoffs? So going into the games today, I've changed some stuff up tactically just in reaction to what I've seen over the last month. We've not been good enough. And rather than just sit on our bums and hope that our form turns around, I think I need to be a bit more proactive than I have been. So Fernandes is dropping into a slightly more defensive position as a centre defensive mid. Still staying as a ball-winning midfielder. I'm just hoping that in sitting a little deeper, he's going to help cut out a lot of the through balls that have caused us issues this year. Carassa is no longer on attack. He is going on support. The Trequartista I've dropped in favour of a winger. Unfortunately for us, Chimiti is out for the next 3 weeks. Bicho is also out for the next 2 to 4 weeks. So it does look like Cabanzon's going to have to play for us. With that in mind, I decided to switch to a winger. Cabanzon's probably the world's best winger who can't actually cross a ball. Yeah, he's a bit challenged in that regard, but hopefully he's going to do an okay job for us out on the wing. And in terms of actual instructions, I've got rid of the plays through middle. I want us to be a little less predictable, I suppose, in our build-up play. I have also just nudged up the passing directness to standard from short, and also the tempo from high to extremely high. Yeah, I want to see us take a bit more of a aggressive route rather than playing this slow, methodical football where we knock the ball around with short play. I want us to try and get the ball up the pitch a little quicker, use the pace that we have to catch teams out like they have been to us for extended periods this season. But anyway, first game today against Albacete. If we win this, we would go above them, I believe, and into the playoffs with 2 games left. Let's see how we get on. Early set piece for us. 6 minutes gone. I mean, this would not be a bad start, would it? Pablo steps up. He hits it. And I'll tell you what, how rubbish the recent few months have been, for how, I don't want to say disappointing the season as a whole's been, but there's not been too much to cheer about at times. Pablo has been a ray glimmer of sunshine, I feel like, piercing through the clouds. And he's done it again for us. 1-0. Okay, so half-time already in this game. There's really not been a lot going on. You can see here, we've had the better of the chances, slightly more possession. And I think as things stand, we are back in the playoffs. Yes, we are. Up into 6th. Let's see what we can build from the back. Machedo is still in goal. It's actually worth noting that in this recent run of games, he was injured for a little bit. So Fernando, our backup goalkeeper, came in. It's weirdly nice to have Machedo back, I suppose. I think. I don't know. Mahika, free header, oh dear. I mean, that is Machedo-esque, but we'll take it. 2-0. And the keeper, he's had a howler. Pablo doing all the work in the wide area here. And to be fair, Machedo gets a fair few headed goals. He's not the tallest player, but he's not awful in the air by any means. And he's directed it into the bottom corner. I will thank their goalkeeper, Renault. Thank you for doing me a favour. So far, so good in this game. I mean, this was going to be a weird one. You know, it feels like we've, got the odd win here and there, and then we just don't really string them together. We go on a run of defeats, win one, you think maybe we've turned it around, and we just haven't. And we go back to old ways. This would be back-to-back wins if we could do it. I mean, we could make it 3 here. Except from Hardy is the man on the end of it, and he's pulled his shot wide, sadly. Okay, I have made a couple of subs here, but with 5 minutes left, it looks like this might just be a game that fizzles out. I want to hope it'll be a game that fizzles out. The amount of late goals we've conceded has been infuriating. There could be another one here. But for the fact the header was off target. Ball switched over to Mbuku here. Really, really nice play. Can he finish it? Oh my word. I mean, we made a couple of subs. I brought on Martinez. I brought on Mbuku, who, to be fair, I've not given enough chances to. But I thought today, you know what? We're playing with a winger now on the left. Maybe he could play as a winger. We've stuck him in there. Hardy switches it over, but this is all on the finish. Hit like a sledgehammer. Pick that one out. I would love to keep a clean sheet. There might be one last highlight for them here. It's going to be Munoz with the free kick. We're not keeping the clean sheet. I mean, why on earth would I think that we're not going to concede at least one? Okay, full-time in this first game, it did finish 3-1 in the end. There wasn't any goals after the 95th minute one. A bit of a shame to lose the clean sheet, but we needed a win, and that is what we've got. The clean sheet kind of would have been valuable, just because if we look at the club vision here, at the moment the board are not happy. I'm meant to be playing defensively solid football. I will be honest with you, I don't think I can claim that we're doing that at the moment. We've kept 3 clean sheets in the last 4 months. Yeah. So with that result, we actually move up to 6th. It's a really, really big one for us. Elsewhere, Real Zaragoza lost 1-0, so that plays into our favour a little bit. Worth noting that Valencia's B team can't be promoted, so really there is just one team who's going to miss out on the playoffs. We've got 2 games left. We've got Real Oviedo and Atletico B in 15th and 16th. 2 games that we should be winning, if you believe the league table. The first of those, a week away. Let's get to it. Before we get into the game against Real Oviedo, something that I should have mentioned yesterday, I should have mentioned it earlier today. Morgan Gibbs-White is signing for us next season. This was a deal done in February. We've agreed to loan him. Now, the loan is to the end of next season. That's the duration that I put in. Now, the loan starts at the start of next season, obviously, because we can't loan someone in February. I don't know if because I've put loan to the end of next season, it's a 2-year loan, or it's just a 1-year loan and the kind of wording was just weird. Either way, 23 years old, we're paying £3,000 a week of his wages. He could play down the middle, could be an alternative to Pablo Torre if he was to force a move. I don't intend to sell him. Ultimately, though, an insanely good, creative player walking into our team. He's going to be big next year. It feels weird, though, to be loaning a player in February. I think I got a bit excited when I saw how good he was, and I probably should have shown more self-restraint. So I'm going to make one change going into this game against Real Oviedo. Away from home against one of our fierce rivals, I really want to beat them. Of course, they're going to want to cause a bit of an upset themselves. In terms of the team, the only change we're going to make is to bring Mbuku in. Of course, he started on the bench last game. We brought him on as a winger. He scored a banger. I feel like he's earned his kind of second chance in the first team. A player who I have given a fair chance to, and to be fair, he's put in some pretty good performances for us. The big challenge is, and I don't know if this is just a me thing, if I loan a player in and I've got youngsters who are my actual players, I will always prioritise playing those players who are mine, you know, to try and develop them rather than develop someone else's player. Maybe I'm being stupid and selfish. That's just kind of my approach. Just on the point of development, Pablo Torre has actually improved a lot in the last couple of months. His stamina's gone up to 11. We had another party about that. But on the whole, 17 vision now, 16 passing. I desperately want to get him signed to a new deal. He's got his doubts. The only silver lining is we have got him for another 2 years. So it's not like we have to sell him this summer or risk losing him on a free. Either way, this is the team. It is unchanged with the Mbuku exception. Away from home. Let's see how we get on. I really don't know how I'm going to feel if this episode we just win every game. Maybe I should have made the tactical changes sooner. Maybe I'm the issue. But I don't know. We've played well when the camera's on. And is that going to be a penalty? Are we having a penalty 3 minutes in? Some early drama? Are we going to the VAR screen? We're waiting. What's happening? I think this is going to be given. I think we're going to have a penalty. Bicho's not on the pitch to take it. I'm now sat wondering who's going to take it. It's going to be Mahika. Mahika to take it. I trust him. He's a god. And with that, goal number 28 of the season, I believe... Oh, 27. 27. I've got ahead of myself there. I believe with that goal, he's tied the record for goals in the season by a Racing player. So that's pretty impressive. He's going to want a 28th now. He's got a little while in this game to do it, and potentially the playoffs the way things are going. Pablo whips it in, and Reece Williams scores. I mean, now I'm really sat thinking, should I have just been tweaking the tactic a little more when the bad run of form started? It's difficult for me, at least. I never know when to start tweaking with a tactical system, because I feel like if it's been working and then it just stops working, sometimes you can just play through that bad form and come back. But this has given me some questions about, you know, maybe I should have changed some stuff sooner, as they do head one over. This game is not done. Let's not pretend that at 2-0 up, we've won this one as well. There lots of football to be played. Hardy with the ball on this near side, a player who has developed a lot, but not really performed on the pitch. But, wow, we get it all the way forward to Mojica. It's Pablo and Mojica linking up in the middle, running the show. So our wing-backs are now set on support. There is part of me that is thinking about playing them on defend. Of course, Rodrigo Fernandez is now playing that kind of deeper role instead of playing alongside Paz. And that does seem to help him cut out some passes. And while Mojica hits the woodwork again, he is a man on a mission up front right now. So far, we have been all over Oviedo here, and we could have another chance. Hardy's through. Hardy finds the bottom corner. We play well whenever Shall we just turn this into Racing Live? We did a series called Leon Live years ago where everything was done on camera. It was kind of fun. It feels like whenever you guys are here to watch a match, we play really well. Nice finish by Hardy. Not sure what the goalkeeper's doing, but 3-0 up, half an hour gone. I mean, our fans better appreciate this win against our rivals. At the break, I do not think we could have hoped for a much better start to today's episode. We're halfway through the matches to be played. I think if we win this one, we could go up to 5th as things stand. Actually, it looks like Girona have maybe turned around their match. There is a possibility that we could secure a playoff spot with just a win here. Seems a little unlikely, but well, this is a chance for us to build up some momentum, I guess, to get the goals flowing as well. We're having shot after shot, and it's found the back of the net. Bruno Paz with the goal. And, well, he's scored a few this year from long range. I think he has 5 finishing. But if it's a long shot, he's okay at them. And, well, we've scored here. I thought this might have been given as a penalty on Hardy. I think it was Hardy. No, who is that? Mojica maybe just falling on his arse? I can't click on them. It was Carrassa. Why was Carrassa there? I'm not going to complain. We're 4-0 up, Jack. Just chill your beans. We want 5. Okay, now I am getting a little bit carried away. But I feel like 5 could be on the cards here. They've really not done a lot. I don't know what's more important. You know, getting a couple more goals going forward or just securing the clean sheet. Herrero! I mean, I don't think it's out the area, ref. You can just give them the penalty. It's fine. Fair play and all that. Okay, well, I'm glad he checked. Gonna be honest, I thought that the highlight was the penalty not being given. And then they've just scored from the free kick. I was just sat here thinking, well, we'll let this play out. Nothing's going to come of it. Oh, dear. Eugeni with the ball. Lays it to El Tim? I don't know. And then Machedo just concedes. I mean, the clean sheet's gone. I'm not surprised. Is it bad that based on what I've seen from us as of late, I kind of half expect us to concede a couple of goals here? Like, it would be very on brand. Addons bringing it forward. It's a big block. Right, end the highlight. That'll do. That will do. Right, you know what? Just because I don't trust the players not to blow it, I'm going to switch the wing-backs to play defensively. I could do time wasting as well, but last time I did that was against Cadiz, and then we lost that game whilst time wasting, so it went well. No dark arts needed. We can do our talking on the pitch. I hope. Machedo, can you stop it? I don't know what to think of this team right now. Sanchez brings it so far forward. Fred through Addons, and then, I mean, Machedo's just been left out to dry. Please, not like this, Football Manager. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Right. Fernandez, defend, Paz. I'm going to drop you deep as well. That's the plan here. Out of possession. Let's try and just sit deeper. Just make sure we don't concede another. Keep things comfortable. 12 minutes left. I've not made any subs yet, but I don't know. Most of the teams played pretty well. Herrero's on a bad rating because he gave away a penalty. It's kind of one of those bizarre games where it's only 4-2. We could still lose it, and yet I'm relatively happy with the team on the pitch. I might not be very soon, though, as, oh my word, they have a shot that blazes just wide of the post. It's fine. Maybe I will just start time wasting a lot just to try and kill the game. It's never simple. It's never simple, but I think it's going to be done here. 4-2, it's going to finish. I want to say it was never in doubt, but it's when they got their 2 goals. Internal screaming was commencing. Torres picked up man of the match again, I think, with an 8.0. He's been very, very good for us there. That is 2 wins out of 2. There is 1 game left of the season. It's against Atletico's B team. And have we secured a playoff spot? I think we might have done. I don't think the game knows because it thinks that Valencia could somehow get promoted. I mean, either way, seeding could still be important. If we win our last game, we could finish in 4th. Then it suddenly looks like the best season ever. We have Atletico in another week. No injuries. Torres had a great game. Let's get some momentum going. 1 game left today. Oh, I feel sorry for editing, Jack. This is an intense triple header. Okay, so here we are. The final game of the league season. I think the playoffs is guaranteed at this point, although the game hasn't told me that yet. It's worth noting that the league goes down to head-to-head, then goal difference. We have better head-to-head against Girona, Cartagena, and against Albacete. So if we finish even with any of them, we will be above them. I think in most of them, we've drawn or lost one of the games, and then the other game we smashed them in. It's kind of bizarre when you look at the goal differences. Ours is the 4th best in the league, but we've lost 14 and only won 19. Yeah, we seem to win by a lot or lose narrowly. And I think part of that comes down to the one man who's just splattered across this screen everywhere, Pablo Torre. He's been top drawer. He's developed more during the week. His technique's now gone up to 16. His agility's gone up to 16. We're starting to get to the point where some of his attributes are starting to turn yellow and they look more noticeably good. I really don't want to lose him in the summer. And well, hopefully, he's going to propel us towards success today. We've got Atleti. I'm not changing anything since the last game. I'm not going to fiddle with a winning formula. And Buku was okay last game. He didn't stand out like previously when he came on off the bench. I think the change with the centre defence in mid, I mean, it seems to have worked quite well. Atletico B, not the toughest test in the world. And this is a game that we could have gone into with slightly more nerves, I suppose, in our stomach if the rest of the games hadn't gone so well today. Really, I'm hoping that we can end our final league game here on a high, get the momentum going into the playoffs, which, if you were wondering, the semi-finals and final, I think are both over 2 legs. So, yeah, there's plenty of football potentially still to be played this season yet. Herrero on the far side. First bit of action we've seen all game. 35 minutes it's taken us to get here. Herrero on the overlap. You can see Fernandez just slots in behind a little bit more, sitting deeper. And what he might be called into action here as we knock it around superbly. And it's Pablo with another assist for his scrapbook. It looks like he's destined to finish as the top assister in the league this year. I think that's maybe his 19th of the season, at least just in the league alone. He's been absolutely insane. I'm not sure about Mexica's decision not to shoot there as a striker, but it worked out in the end. Hardy with a nice little finish. And yeah, we look clinical, lads. I am very, very happy at the moment. I'm very happy in general. I started today very, very low, feeling quite pessimistic about what was to come. We'd not been playing very well. It is a little bit frustrating. I think you could probably sense that in my voice. Football Manager can be a frustrating game. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's made me less frustrated now. I was nearly about to start getting annoyed with Machedo. We've nearly gone through an entire game without Machedo clanger. That time the linesman saved him. He might be called into action again here, though, as Soriano has the ball at the edge of the box. He goes back to Tenas. And, well, sat at the right-back position. He's going to look to lump it forward. Camelo with it. Tight angle. Do not foul him. Do not do anything silly. I should have just said foul him, and then maybe it wouldn't have happened. We're going to VAR. I don't see a world in which this isn't given, but I was wrong earlier, so what would I know? What would I know? I mean, you know what? I love VAR. Always rated VAR. It's the best addition to modern football. I can't believe we've seen 2 of those in one episode. Oh, is this Pablo over it? I mean, it has to be. Oh, it's actually Carrasco. I guess he's going to take it indirectly, or maybe he's just going to do that. What is happening? Can we find the back of the net with someone? Okay, I left it late last game to make some subs. I'm going to take off Rojas on a booking and Mbuku. I don't want to risk anyone getting unnecessarily suspended, I suppose, for a red card here, because I think we are going to be in the playoffs. I don't want to say it, again, too prematurely, and we've only got a 1-goal lead, so this win isn't guaranteed, but we've managed to salvage it, and I didn't think we were going to be in this situation when we started today. Rodrigo to Paz, to Pablo, who's going to switch it over to Mbuku on the far side. Or the near side to us. The far side to where the ball started. He puts it back post to Hardy, who headers it the wrong side of the post. You know what? I've not done enough shoutiness today. Let's demand more. 10 minutes left. I want another clean sheet. I might not be able to get it. Camelo's bringing it forward. He's offside again. The linesman has been one of the best players on the pitch today. Always rated him. Never doubted him. VAR's going to check it. It's not going to stand. I'm confident. Oh, okay, we live to fight another day. Was he offside? Yes. I mean, I'm saying that like VAR can get it wrong in Football Manager. Hold on for the win. Let's get 3 out of 3 and go into tomorrow feeling confident. Williams with it at the back. I mean, that Williams' departing gift could be getting us promoted. Hardy on the far side. Inside to Pablo. Options to his left. Can't pick him out, although it might still find its way through. Caban's on off the bench. Fernandez. Got a runner alongside him. Should lay it back to Herrera, who hits it. Pablo's there. I thought for a second he was going to be offside. I was scared to celebrate it, but he was onside. And, yeah, I think we have Pablo to thank today. He has been an absolute game changer in all 3 of these games. He started our very first season as our hot prospect. Right now, he is our key player. I think you can see why. He is just involved everywhere. I mean, what a dominant performance that is when you look at it like this. Yes, they had that goal disallowed for offside, but Machedo was our best performer. I mean, he didn't have anything to do. They had one shot and he saved it. Yeah, I mean, the XG story tells a story. Wasn't a particularly competitive game. Very happy, lads. I think we're in the playoffs, everyone. I'm scared that, like the first season, I'm getting things confused, but we are there. And in fact, we're going to end the season in 5th. Wow. Considering our pre-season expectation was to avoid the drop, considering just how awful this run of form is, the teams we've played doesn't really matter. This patch here, oh, it's been horrible. Obviously, today we've played 3 games. We've kept a clean sheet in one of them. We've scored, well, 9 goals in 3 games. I've got to start to believe that we can do something in the playoffs, I feel, all of a sudden. Speaking of which, who are we playing in the playoffs? Do we have it? It's not been scheduled yet. Right, I need to know who we're playing, Football Manager. Let me know. Okay, so we play Albacete in 2 days. Yeah, they don't give us much time to rest here. That's when we're going to be back next time. The semi-final. It's over 2 legs. If we look at past meetings, we've beaten them 3-0 and 3-1 this year, so I feel like we should go into it as the favourites, which feels like a bizarre statement to say. I don't know, it feels like we're finding form at the right time. I can't pinpoint what's worked out for us today. Maybe it's just a little bit of luck that we were lacking previously. Maybe it is those tactical tweaks. Obviously, Pablo Torre has single-handedly carried us. Last 5 games, he's got 3 goals and 5 assists. He was pretty good today. I mean, he contributed 2 goals in all 3 matches that we saw live. I'm a little bit scared that if we were to somehow lose him, we would be absolutely screwed because he just does everything for us. Anyway, that is going to wrap up everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed the triple header, with it being 3 matches in one, and due to the fact I like to keep the videos around 25 minutes, 30 minutes tops. I'm hoping it's not going to feel too rushed when Editing Jack squishes it all together. I feel like we've got a good team all of a sudden again, and maybe I was being over-dramatic at the start. Tomorrow, we start the playoffs. I'll see you guys then. As mentioned in the intro, this video today was sponsored by Super Club Soccer. Super Club Soccer is a turn-based free-to-play football game now available on Steam. Create your own player, create a club, team up with your friends, and take on other players around the world. Play in 3D or 2D, in teams of 5 or of 11, and compete in tournaments in online competitive games. There's a link at the top of the description. Click it if you'd like to find out more information and also help support the content here on the channel.